Welcome back, Rush Media Day. Thanks for being with us. We've got Hunter here, and we are thrilled to have Coach Tongi here with a bunch of his star players. And Coach, thanks for making time. It's great to see you. And I guess just start by giving us a review of the offseason so far for you guys.
Of course. Thank you, Andy, for having us
Yeah.
on. I'm glad to be here. We are off season has been going real well for us. We've had coming from last year, one of the biggest things we've dealt with in these past few years is losing players. So I'm glad to say this year we do not lose any starters this season. So all our guys are returning, and we're excited for a good reload. This offseason has been great. We've had decent numbers. Most of the our captains have already been selected, and they've been running. And three of them are here with us. So yeah, these are our guys right here, our dudes that are leading our locker room and just leading the charge for us. So we're having a good off season so far. So.
What do you think accounts for that, Coach, keeping everybody? Can you take us in? I know that's a challenge for a lot of programs these days. Why
Yeah.
do you think you were able to hold on to the starters, like you said?
Well, honestly, I've so this will be my seventh year with the here at the high school program, second year as head coach.
Yeah.
One of the things that I've noticed, and I'm a Hunter guy. This is my alma mater and everything. So for me, it felt like some of the things is just the culture. We've definitely made it where these guys do understand. I hold a senior meeting at the beginning of the season with each senior and letting them know that the team, the way our trajectory is all on them. So if they get the locker room together, get the brothers together, and making sure that they're solid, then that will determine how successful we are in the season. So grateful for last year's the 2026s and now our 2027s. They've took hold of that mindset, and now it's just everybody is looking out for each other. And I know the big thing is like here at Hunter, it's easy for us to lose people and to lose kids to other
Yeah.
programs. And I'm just grateful that these guys have been able to get a grasp of that and understand that the culture here is no longer what it used to be. It's we're here to watch for each other and help each other out. So I'm grateful for the staff and all the guys that I have on board, and just these captains and these our senior class is the big reason why we have everyone sticking around and being solid. So I'm just grateful.
Awesome. That's great. 4-3 record in region last year, coach. I guess actually let's start with coordinators. Do you have two coordinators? Do you call a side of the ball? Kind of take us through what that looks like this season.
Yes, I do. I have my offensive coordinator is Troy Summers. He's been coaching for 30 plus years. He's an OG vet in the game. Troy has been around, most of these West Side schools. He's been at T-ville, he's been at Kearns, and just as of late, these last I say 8 years or so, he's been here with the Hunter program from Little League all the way up to now, and just a great mind to have. And I'm glad he's in our corner. When I first got the gig, he was the first guy I reached out to see if he can run my offense. Had a little ups and downs here and there, but Troy did take over this year, so he will be my offensive coordinator. And then my defensive coordinator is Lisiate Tautioli from he's a West Side guy as well. He's old school. He's from Cyprus. He's a Magna guy. This will be his third season coming in, and just yeah, he's definitely a guy that we love to have in the room. He's a great leader also, and just talking about bully ball, and that's kind of where we're trying to get to with our defense. So yeah, and I just oversee overall. I'm not the type will take a position right now. I'm just trying to establish myself as far as a leader and get our locker room and our boys and our staff together, keep them on track. And I trust my coordinators to get things done. So I'm grateful to have those guys on my side.
Excellent. Love it. Let's start talking about some of these players, coach. Why don't you just pick one, tell us their name and position and what they bring to the program?
Yes, sir. Well, obviously, I think it's been our main guy has been here for 4 years. Just a solid individual. One of the pleasures I have of coaching him is I've seen him since his Little League days. Coming up through the Little League program and getting up here as soon as he did, step in our doors here at Hunter. He's established himself as a real gritty. Uh, Coachable and just a dog mentality. So he's definitely what we want here in on the west side here at Hunter as well. So Paulo Malcafi has been a captain all 4 years he's been here. He's also just a leader. When he steps in, the team just takes his leadership, and he's also the guy that he preaches. Not only does he preach, he actually does what he preaches. So we love that type of mentality, and congrats to him. He just committed to UC Davis, so we're
Oh,
excited for
wow.
Paula, and his hard work is starting to prove. So yeah, glad to have Paula on our side. Then we have EC, who's one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the state, in my opinion. EC's been also a leader these last couple years. We're glad to have him over here since he stepped here in our doors in our locker room. He's also been that kid. He's definitely a playmaker, difference maker. He's a leader on the team. What he says goes, and everyone follows. So it's good to have a leader like that as the QB1 here, and definitely just one of the most talented. I'm excited for his senior year, and I know everybody will find out who he is this year. And then Baya Ross, also another leader, great leader to have over here. He's also a Cyprus transfer, so when he came in, he just figured we get together, and not only is he a special player, and I'm not saying just because he's also my nephew, but by being here has been a huge blessing for us. He'll be effective on both sides of the ball this year, and yeah, he's going into his senior year as well. So all three of these guys are definitely the guys that we're gonna stand behind, and we're gonna depend on them and their leadership and on and off the field this year for sure.
Okay, excellent. Paul, I'll start with you.
Yes.
Congratulations on the commitment to UC Davis, first of all. And I guess I'll start by just asking what aspect of your game have you been focusing on the most this offseason to improve?
So the most I've been focused on is speed, most definitely, because I really need the speed to go to the quarterback and get more tackle, get more sacks on my resume, and I feel like I need to also focus on the like both sides of the ball, start contributing more to the team, and start um focusing on how I can improve with the team and without them. And what I also been focusing on is what's outside of the field. So what's the mental aspect of football, and and I've been focused on more on focusing on the real goal and focusing on what I could do in the future, what I could do uh for the 4 years of my life in college. That's why I picked UC Davis.
Yeah.
And that's why all I've been focusing on my off season. And I've been looking up to all my captains, especially EC and Payal. And that's pretty much what I've been doing in my off season.
Amazing. Yeah, and UC Davis is a heck of a academic school as well. So that's
Yeah.
awesome and good for you, man. I was going to ask you about just kind of generally give me a review of the defensive front this year, defensive line, linebackers, and what do you think the strength of that group will be? And maybe shout out a guy or two who's going to be up there with you helping out.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We're running around a 4-3 front. And so the people I think is gonna help out the most is I highly put it on Dwayne Lay. He's a linebacker. He's been with me for the 4 years. And I after him being my linebacker for all these years, he's uh, been helping me. He's actually my duo. And so like because I play nose tackle, actually nose guard. And so I believe he would be a big factor as well. And I also believe um, Enoch Asiata, he's probably another one. And then I'll say Jorge and my little brother Lemeki. Um, they're both really good. I feel like the chemistry I have with all these players I just named. Um, I feel like they can really bring factors to the field, and I feel like they can really build that bond and build that loyalty uh, throughout these other teams that we can actually dominate them. But that's all I got to say.
Amazing. You got a future in media too, Coach. Holy cow. You could get in the broadcast booth tomorrow, my friend. Goodness.
No, I'm good.
He's been doing some
That's
training for sure.
yeah, that's pretty good. Coach,
Sounds
what do
really
you
good,
think?
Paula.
Yeah. What do
Is
you
that what?
think? Oh, sorry. Go
I
ahead.
can't, I can't hear what. Who's asking?
I don't
So,
know. I don't know. I'll just start talking again. Coach, I was going to ask you about Paula. What do you think jumps off when scouts or whoever opposing coaches watch film on you guys? What does he do that separates him from other high school players?
Well, it's he jumps off right off the bat. His twitchiness, obviously his explosiveness. He fires off on the ball, and I know his motor is something that I can talk to like throughout the game, whether we're up or we're down. You look on the field and you need somebody to make a play. This is that guy. It doesn't matter where where we're uh, beating the team that we're playing or we're down. He's always going to be giving 110% at every rep. So. That's one thing I know for sure. And then his leadership is something that I don't know. It's hard to explain. Not having a guy like that on our team, thinking about that next year is going to be rough. We're going to try to see who, next man up mentality. But yeah, definitely having him for 4 years since his freshman season, he's always been that leader. And so when we needed a spark plug, it was always something that Bala would do. And so I know that's for sure what the recruiters recognize and were able to see on film. But yeah, the off the field stuff is what I love about him as well. It's the locker room, it's the weight room. You come in there, you walk in there, he's on that number one rack in the front of the door. That's pretty much a earned position, and Bala's in there running it with Baya, with Rodney, all the big boys up front. So having him definitely be who he is easily why I know for sure scouters and recruiters are looking up for Bala.
Excellent. Okay, let's go to EC. I guess what do you like most about this offense so far, EC, in the offseason stuff and 7-on-7s? What is something you think you guys will execute consistently well this year as an offense?
I just think like finally passing, getting down the pass game because Hunter's known for just running the ball. We just run the ball a lot, and I
Yeah,
like my flexible choice offenses because it's definitely changed up since last year. And yeah, just this off season, we've been putting a lot of work with the receivers, and we've been getting stronger in the passing game. But I feel like that'll catch people off guard, catch a lot of teams in our region preseason, catch people off guard because they're not going to see us because they don't see us passing a lot. And then if they catch on to the passing game, we'll just run it up their throat. And yeah, because we're already strong in our run game. Our run game is nice,
yeah.
but we're slowly starting to get down the passing game. And yeah,
Who's a guy that's underrated that people might not know a lot about, but is going to make plays for you guys on offense this year?
uh, Abasa Waste is one of our receivers. He's never been seen on the varsity like. We've always had guys at the receiver position. Abbas has played JV freshman through junior year, and senior year he just had a big jump, big rocket. And I don't think a lot of people, no one knows who he is. No one has film on him, so we'll see what he does.
Excellent. And then what's the offensive line look like as far as experience and guys and coach might help with this question, but just as far as like returning starters this year on the offensive line.
I feel like we have a solid O line because our whole team last year, young, so everyone's returning. Our whole five front is returning,
Oh wow.
and yeah, the only thing that there's nothing is just straight up from where we went last year. There's nothing much we can go down because we have everybody coming back, especially our younger guys like Jaden Silianga, Hiram. They're all big help, especially Jaden pulling out. He pulled up to guard. He came to high school not even playing guard. He didn't even play O line. But last year was a learning. It was a good helping learning stage.
Yeah, just to add on to the
Yeah.
QB1 here, I know he's the one that feels the effects of those guys. So they've been giving him time a lot. Off season we just got back from STU camp. It was a great experience for our boys. We had never been up there and do it and done that. We've always had our camps here, so we were able to see. We have young dogs at the O-line group. So it's exciting because I know we have proven that now with the same Troy's he's my first year OC this year, but he's running the same offense we had from our OC last year.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't change anything up. And here at Hunter, we've had a different offense for the last 8 years, a new offense every year. So having that continuity, to actually have the boys not have to relearn a new scheme and understanding our O line, they look more confident in their jobs this year and understanding, the scheme a lot better. So just that alone, and then the youth that we have at that position is great, is amazing. We have, like EC said, we have a couple of sophomores. They were put into the limelight last year as freshmen, and they're a year under their belts, and they're excited. They're looking good. And so we have a couple freshmen as well that are gonna be put on early and on. So our yeah, our O-line position group looks really nice, and we're excited for that group, just especially with the returning full, our whole line coming back. So
Excellent. And then maybe a name or two of some running backs who will contribute this year. I guess I'll ask you that question, Coach.
yeah. Um, Running backs wise, we're pretty young. We have Sione Tongi Jr., which is my son. He'll be a sophomore this year. He got thrown into the fire last year and was able to get some reps in there. We also have a transfer, Sione Gallegos, who will be also running back. We have some young guys, Aiden Hernandez, Tony. Those guys are all be getting reps. So our running back room is we got some depth there and we got some inexperience, but we're excited because they were able to prove they've been working in the off season, go out to SEU last week and they did really well. So we're excited about our running back groups for sure.
Awesome. And
They
then,
got great coaches too. Yeah, their coaches, Sonny Sotele, who's also a Hunter alumni, Snow College. He's in his second year as a coach as well, and then also Shunnen Homa, who played for the Wolverines. He's also a Highland High great state champ over there, and having those two guys head that group is has been amazing. So yeah, we're excited about our running backs, especially they get to run behind a great wall up there. So.
wow, yeah, that sounds pretty good this year. And then, give me an evaluation. Same kind of question I asked about Paul, I guess, Coach, with Paya. Just what makes him stand out as a great high school football player?
Baya's a great, also another, leader in the group. So since he's been here, we've noticed the work that he's put in. I mean, if Baya might be able to put a picture. I have a picture to him when he first stepped here in our weight room. Baya does not look the way he does now. His lock-in has been amazing. So this offseason last year, coming into this year, and then obviously this offseason, you can tell the change that has come in. So Baya's whole his where he makes a difference is also on the field. Where he does well for us is, we didn't realize he came in as a defensive lineman, but because of what our needs were last year. We threw him into O-line position. He just dominated. He was a transfer from Cyprus, so he sat out half the season. Came back and played only 5 games for us, and he was still a second team all-region player, and it proved because of what he was able to do for us. Now having him all year would be a big blessing for us as well. And we know he's gonna prove a lot this year, and he's also one of our two-way guys. So he'll be going both ways. He'll be rotating on the defense side, but definitely on the offensive side, he's been showing his dominance there. So in the weight room, in the classroom, he's a 3.6 GPA kid. He's definitely a guy that's underrated, and he knows what's at stake this year, and he's going to prove himself. And I know he can speak for himself on that, right, Pi?
Yeah, Paya, tell us about your excitement for this year and what you're most looking forward to getting out and showing people.
Yeah, think for this year, I'm really excited that we have a great returning line, especially bringing up some good players like Alofa Tongi. He's coming in and he's making some noise. We've had a lot of great competition during this offseason, especially at SUU and then other camps we've gone to, and we were able to hold our own. So I'm really excited to put the pads on and prove that to everyone else.
What's it like when you and Paula meet in a hamburger drill or something, or an Oklahoma drill. Just paint a picture for us at home. What does it sound like? Just what draw a picture for us, Paya.
Um, at first, man, I'm not gonna lie. I would get beat a lot, but I think coming into D line or coming from D line, it was really hard to transition. But having the good coaches that we have, I was able to step my game up and equal out with Paula. But we go back and forth.
It's a
Sounds like
sonic boom. It's a sonic
yeah,
boom
yeah,
for
that's
us.
that's that's probably right. Okay, we're gonna do a little rapid fire here, guys. I'll start with EC. Who's the toughest guy on this team to beat in a 40-yard dash?
Uh, Prince, one of our corners. I think he's one of our fastest guys on the team.
Yeah,
What's
no
his
cap.
what's his last name?
Nakoi.
McCoy. Okay. All right, no
Also, 2027. He's definitely a guy that'll be proving himself this year for sure.
Oh, cool. Okay, very good. And then let's see. I'll go Paula. Besides Paya, who's the toughest guy in the weight room to out squat on this year's roster?
Oh, out squat, Aiden Hernandez. Yeah, Aiden Hernandez. Yeah, he's a
Running
beast.
back.
Crazy.
Really?
He's strong. He's strong for his size. Very strong. And I feel like he's
Dang.
he's an outstanding person.
Good for him. And then Paya, give me a player who's like really, besides these two, besides EC and Paula, give me another guy on this roster who's like a coach on the field, smart, understands the X's and O's, like is really a smart player out there.
Um, I know EC shouted him out already, but I'd like to shout out Jaden Silianga. Obviously, he's like they were saying, he came from D line, but it's surprising how much he knows. I mean, he's a younger guy, but he's teaching me stuff that I don't even know about O line. So
Excellent.
Jaden
Really good answer.
Sione. Yep. Recognize the name. That kid's gonna be special.
Okay,
He is special, yeah.
beautiful. And then who's a young player, EC? And this might be that same kid again. I kind of asked you the same question now, but give me another kid who maybe hasn't played a lot or wasn't a starter last year that you've been impressed with in camp.
Um,
And I know you got mostly returning starters, it sounds like. So this might not
yeah,
be the easiest question to answer.
it'd probably be our wide receiver, Boss Waste,
Yeah.
because he wasn't really recognized last year.
Okay.
So yeah, it'd probably be him.
Okay. Um, who puts the most effort into looking good in their uniform on Friday nights? Paula, you can start on this one.
Oh man, what's it? I forgot his name, but he's on JV. Um, he,
JV kids can have drip too. It's not just
yeah,
varsity, I guess.
yeah. On varsity day, he just have all drip, But I forgot his name. But yeah,
Okay. Anybody else? EC, do you have a good answer to that?
Andrew Gomez and Prince Nakoi.
Okay.
Those are our celebrities. Those are our look pretty boys. Those are our pretty boys on the team.
Okay. Awesome. Love asking that question. And then, Coach, we got Leighton Christian at their place week one, right? Can you just give
Yes,
us a
sir.
little preview about that matchup for you guys?
Yeah, Ray Stowers, great coach. Last year when I took over, we were looking for week one, reached out to a bunch of teams and did not have any return. And uh, Ray Stowers was one that, hey, we're looking for week one. We figured it out. So yeah, we saw them last year. Great coach team, well coached. Ray does a great job with his staff and those players, they're built tough and so yeah, we're excited about this year because we know, there's I'm pretty sure I haven't really followed up, but I'm sure that they have the same offense, same defense. So we're excited to prove what we can do this year. They definitely are not a team to look over because yeah, they proved to us last year, that it was if we showed up and that wasn't enough. So that was another thing we had to make sure we're ready. And this is one of the main things we've focused this off season is just understanding the competition, just being able to compete and be able to finish games, and that's where we're excited. But yeah, they definitely look tough, and we're excited to see them on August 14th.
And then actually one more question, Coach. I was just going to ask you in general about Region 4 this
Yeah.
year. I know it's always
Mhm.
a tough region and how good West has been,
Oh man.
over the last couple of years has been an elite team and stuff like that. But just kind of
Mhm.
give us a context of what you think the region will be like this year for you guys.
Honestly, I'm excited. I know it was dom we were dominated by West. They are always going to be a tough team, and I know there's other teams in our region that are definitely in a rebuilding or sort of like what we are. But I know the level of competition will be elevated this year. So I know Coach Tupel over at Taylorsville. He was my coach here when we played. Definitely a guy that can bring the best out of you. He was our weight room coach. He was also our O-line coach. So he knows his knowledge of the game is great. So I'm excited for them. I also know that, Hillcrest is doing their thing. Coach Kalen, he's also a great coach. So yeah, all the region overall, I know I haven't spoken with Coach Ved just yet over at Kearns, but I know that he's also an alumni. So it's always different when you have, you're back to your alma mater and you're trying to rebuild and you're trying to establish yourselves in the region. So overall, I know West Jordan got their first year with their new head coach, and I'm excited. I just know for sure that when it comes to us, and I know nobody's gonna just lay down, and we're gonna give effort and try to prove our dominance, no matter who it is we face, and I know that everyone feels the same. So we're
Awesome.
excited.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Coach Sione Tongi, everybody, and three of his star players for Hunter. They have Leighton Christian week 1 on August 14th on the road. Thank you guys all so much for your time. It was a blast talking to you guys and getting to know the program a little bit. And we'll be covering you all season long right here on The Rush. Appreciate you guys.
Yep. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you, Andy.
All right, thank you.
Quick break. We'll be back with more right after this.